All right, welcome you all. It is October 22nd. My name is Abigail Klutz, and I am an independent promoter with Prove It. Oh, that's really hard to say, and I have messed that up. So I love this. I love getting people started in this business. You are on the call tonight. I know we got some customers. We probably have some people who have just taken maybe a 10-day experience. Or maybe this week you put your hand up and you said, yeah, I want to share this and make some dough. And we love all of those. And so before we get started, I want to go through with you the conversation that I have every single day. All right. 10-day experience. You've experienced it. You've on day 2 lit up like a Christmas tree, or day 8, or hopefully the person who gave you that 10-day experience set the expectations that some people's tissues become more, all people's tissues become more absorbent as the ketones come in. And some people are going to feel it on day 12, 2 weeks, 1 month. So setting those expectations is strong. But as somebody's taking a 10-day experience, holding their hand and validating them with third-party resources is very important. So maybe you have felt it. Maybe you have just seen enough science like I had where I didn't care if I felt it or not. Look at what I see, and that's the way my mind worked. And so then it's a question of, well, what do you want to do with that? Do you want to take it and just be, a customer? And if that's the case, then be financially savvy and be a smart ship customer. What that means is your product's coming to you every month, and you're going to save up to 21% off on it if you have X amount coming in. Okay, so that's like a keto cream and ketones coming to your door, big money savings, okay? I think we should all be financially savvy. So that's the deal. Plus, then you can say, I don't want to just be a customer. I'd like to every now and then get my product free, okay? And you can do that. We don't have to, here at Prove It, sneak you into our business to give you a discount on your product. Has anybody ever had that happen before? I have one time in the past said, you know what? All I want are these little greens. That's all I want. And the next thing I knew, I was signed up as a promoter in a new business. No, I just wanted this little package, not to join your company. Okay, so we can differentiate and respect people at all levels here at Prove It. So if you just want to play a little bit with it and get a little bit of rewards, then as a customer, you can set up a link. And when you have a good experience or you want to share that with people, because usually that's what happens. How do I share this with my mom and my grandma and my cousin and my friend? And the more you're around the community, the more you realize you better be sharing it with a lot of people. But let's say you just have 2 in mind. If you also are on SmartShip and get 2 people on SmartShip, you will get the equivalent of that order and Prove It bucks and get free product. Give us the spirit fingers if you love free product. Yay. Thank you, Katie Rollins. So we love free product, okay? So you can absolutely come in, get discounts, be a part of our community, and just, work on getting free product. All right, let's say you're like me. I was a trainer and nutritionist in the fitness world. I was a figure competitor, and I coached a bunch of bikini and figure girls to stage. I worked super hard around the clock, maybe some days 12 hours a day. When you're a trainer, you got to get up before those people who can pay you actually go to work. And then you're back on the clock when they're getting off work. So it was a pretty miserable schedule. I had a new baby. And I craved time freedom. Okay, that's what I wanted. It was more important to me to have time, freedom, flexibility than actually finances. So I don't know what your why is for joining a business, but you better know it, because to get something off the ground takes a little bit of attention. And what I knew is I didn't like the schedule and lifestyle that I was living at the time. I also knew that when I was invited in November to preview the technology, when I tried it, I did light up. And I thought, wow, I've been in the health industry for a decade. I've been tried, sponsored athlete. Everybody wanted me to sell things. I'm a supplement girl. I'd tried all the supplements. I thought to myself, this is how you feel when you take this. I can't imagine what it would be like in a shared economy. I can't imagine how many people would want to feel this way, because you don't get that feeling with vitamins or protein powders or everything that is saturated in our health industry that everybody's trying to sell. So I loved the idea of doing community-based marketing because I do believe in the industry. And I also believe it reveals hard workers. And I'm a hard worker. And I wanted to play big with it, but I wanted to do it in a space where I could lead with education and something that wasn't saturated, something that was uniquely different. And when I started getting those white little baggies to sample out, like the feedback that I got from the average person, it was so inspiring to me. And what I quickly saw was I was getting more results with people and their bodies than I had for a decade, giving them a personalized macro nutrition program and kicking their butt in the gym 5 days a week. And here's why. You can give somebody the best nutrition plan in the world. You can give them awesome workouts, but they are white knuckling through a diet, as Willie said. And a lot of times it's short-lived. And so giving them something that actually helped them with their energy, helped them with their moods, helped them with their cravings, and then the community supporting them into a lifestyle where we know it's just easier to eat this way. My heart was passionate about transformations, and this was a much quicker, more efficient way to get them. And so that's when I said, you know what? I love this. I believe in the product. I believe in the industry. I believe in this company. I believed in myself. I believed in finding the right people who wanted to raise their hands up and do it with me. And so decided to go to work. So if you can think about a couple reasons why, then let me show you how this is so simple and how you can replicate and have the type of success that I've had. I've come from a trailer home in debt up to my neck. And now this year I can tell you it's a different story. I'm not sitting in a trailer and all debt has been paid off, savings accounts, my daughter's college fund has started, and I'm giving to places my heart feel inspired to give. And I am passionate almost more about helping people achieve that than I even am what I used to be about the health and training. So I'm always looking for people who want more out of their life because I feel like I have the tool to do that. So let's say you want to be more than a customer and you want to play. It's very simple, and I'm not going to overcomplicate it with you tonight. All right. This is how I found out about Prove It. I got a text from Brian James and he said, "Hey Ab, what do you know about ketones or ketosis?" And I knew nothing, but I'm a type A personality and I was a professional. And so I said, I know a lot. Hold on. And then I jumped on Google. And what's so funny is people will say that same thing to me. I had a girl the other day. She said, "This is what I got back." And I'm like, yes, they copied and pasted that from Google. And so that's basically what I did. And in the process of showing off about something I didn't know about, but I was pretending I knew, I went, whoa, I've been living in the health industry, coaching people for a decade, and I haven't been looking into this. Like, it blew my mind. And, I had actually heard about the ketogenic diet, but not about ketones and the power of ketones. And he said, I gave him the definition of ketosis. And he said, what if we could drink something and get into a state of ketosis? meaning, as Willie was talking about, we're burning off ketones, we're absorbing them. And I said, sounds like snake oil. And he said, but do you trust me? And we had a relationship, and I was like, yeah. And he said, okay, get on a plane to Balboa Resort. And I did, and the rest is history. And all it was that question, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? Because guys, let me tell you this, the right people for you are a question away. Okay. And I wake up with that mindset every day that there's somebody out there that is sick of the grind, that is sick of macro timing, calorie counting, spending 2 hours in a gym every day, prepping their food, using Tupperware, killing their body, overstressed, entrapped to just food addictions. There's someone out there that is looking for you. I don't know what your story is, but all my job is to wake up every day with the passion I have and start up as many conversations as possible. It's a ping pong game. I wake up, I serve a ball, I serve a ball, I serve a ball, I serve a ball, I serve a ball. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? I build a little bit of rapport. All right. Some people I build a little rapport with. If you're standing in Starbucks, you know, take that bad boy, that keto cream out, flash it in the air, give it to the barista, have them put it in your coffee. 3 people say, what is that? You know, like seriously, just there's so many different environments, but it all comes back to what we call the play that works. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? Then the next thing is don't be the expert. My business slowed up when I put my personal trainer hat on. And when they said, I don't know, tell me about it, I told them about it. And then what I did from there was absolutely unreplicatable. And I had been in a business before selling protein powder and vitamins, and I never wanted to do that again because I could sell it to my clients, but to work a community-based network marketing type business, you have to have everyone and anyone be able to replicate that. And so we stick to the play that works. All you do then is say, you know what? I drink it. I feel amazing. I'd love to share a 4-minute video with you about it. Would you be open to watching it? And then get back to me. Tell me what you like about it. Tell me maybe what you could identify with. Call them to action to get back with you. Okay? And from there, after that, hey, you know what? I'm getting in a stash this week. I got a 5 for 30 or a 10 for 60. I can hold you back one. Would you want to take a 10-day experience like I did? Most people are curious enough at this point that they would like to try that. They would like to do that. They would like to test drive it. They've been sold supplements before. If you skip that step and you don't build the value, if you don't get their eyes on the campfire video or connected with someone else, and what I mean by that is if they come back and they ask you a question, don't answer it. Go get a resource. If you're brand new and don't know any resources, grab your sponsor and throw them in a 3-way chat or get their number and just ask them the question. And even if you know the answer, still answer with the resource or the third-party connection. Okay? Would you like a 5 for 30 or a 10 for 60? What's your address? Venmo or PayPal? All right? Collect the money, deliver the goods, print out, hope you're taking notes, what we call the hacker's guide in the back office. Put that bad boy in. If you're extra customer caring, write a little handwritten note. Ask them to tell you when they start on day 1. In this business, your success will come through simply sharing your encouragement, sharing your passion. Walk through those days with them, okay? The other day I checked in on a girl on her first day, and she was really hungry by 11:30, okay? Well, you know, what did you do? What did you do? I found out there were some pieces she missed, okay? You have someone who may end up with a migraine. If you're not with them on day 3 checking in, then if you go back 2 weeks later and you try and follow up because that's what you want to do, to try and get a sale, like it's over. It's over. But if you would have checked in that day, you could have told them, drink some extra water, like the Hacker's Guide said, and take some electrolytes, like the like the Hacker's Guide said that I sent you. It's so simple. It's one little thing, and it's holding people's hands throughout it. Okay, that's it. That's really all we do here. And then after that experience is over, you're asking them the same question I'm asking you tonight. Do you want to be a fan and just order product on a smart ship? Cool. Do you want to earn free product? Or do you want a side business? Do you want something to attach to your vehicle for residual income? Do you want to be a part of this community? You know, do you want to share the conversation? I deal with sponsored athletes all the time. Good Lord. They want like 40% off on their supplements, and they can't do community-based marketing because they're a sponsored athlete. Give me a break. You don't even know the ripple effect you're creating for that supplement store. You can make $10,000 a month with no trying, and all you're settling for is 40% off your product and having no idea what's going on. Like, I just want to shake people. Wake up. Be a little savvy. I'm not passionate about that at all. But it's a great product. And I think it's amazing and smart to have a side business as part of your life that gives you a shot at residual income and could possibly work you into time freedom. And that's just how I feel about that. So with that being said, there's a few things. If you decide you want to play full out and you want to join this, here's some really important things, okay? Just technicalities. Number one, make sure you set up a referral code, okay? It's in the back office, and I would say you need to do it with a sponsor. I really don't have people go sign in anymore and say, see you later. Most of the time when I have somebody who wants to join my team, we've been working for a week or two together, selling out 5 and 10 days. How do you do that? Well, I had one girl in a small town in Oklahoma just go walk into places and talk to people. I think she made about $500, and she literally just said, pay my PayPal, I'll get it to you when it comes in. Like, that's what she said. And so she literally, but she wanted to do this. Most people, when they say they want to do something, they won't put work behind what they said they want to do. Like, she came to me and she's like, I'm halfway to my experience pack, I'm going to get it. Like, I was like, okay, I know you will. Like, she just has that grit and hustle, and that's what I look for. You know, so I think the pre-sell is very important because as a coach, it lets you identify, you know, it lets you coach them. It lets you tell them the play that works and then really see if this is something that they want to do. And if you coach someone and show them the play that works, or, you know, how to pre-sell ketones and nothing happens, then as a coach here, we may want to say, maybe you just want to be a customer for now. All right. We don't want to force people into a business. We don't want to, there's too many companies doing that. We want people who want to play ball. Like, they are hungry for more, they're ready to go, and we'll help them. Okay. It is a community where you get in where you fit in, and we support that. And sometimes people aren't sure. And so by giving them those action steps for success that are so simple and coaching it through before they ever raise, we find out what they want to do, that can be pretty strong for your business. Send them, when you first begin, go to the Prove It Facebook page. In the notifications, hit see first and make sure that those notifications are on, because every day, part of our daily methods of operation is to go to that Facebook page, visit it, and let that be a third-party resource. You want to like on the post. You want to make comments on it. Because what happens if I'm talking to Stephanie and I say, go check out the Prove It Facebook page, and she sees a post made with 400 comments on it? Like that's strong validation for all our businesses. So every day, wake up, like, comment, and there's so many awesome things that I'm constantly sharing in Messenger with people I've started the conversation with. Remember that ping pong game? They may serve the ball back and they may say, yeah, but I'm a mom and I'm too busy. And then I see this Inspire On campaign story of a mom who's absolutely crushing this business because her heart is behind it, because it's changed her children's lives. You know who I'm going to send that to that day? That mom that threw me that ball back. And I keep hitting that ball back and forth with people using the third-party resources until they finally say, yeah, how do I, okay, or we get them the 5 or 10 day. So that, and then I would say you've got your referral code set up, you've got your Prove It Pulse downloaded, you've checked the Facebook page. Another wise thing to do in this community is to download this Zoom. It's just easier to get on each day. So download the Zoom app. And another great app to download is Voxer. Not everybody uses Voxer, but when you become what we call a COC in this company, a Circle of Champion, you get a sweet car, luxury car, you can go pick it out. You'll want to get on Voxer. We have communication coaching groups in there. So those are just some apps, heads up on, that you may want to download. So the other thing that you can do is when you first come in, now I'm going to give you a little bit of technique, okay? Just first launching your business. And I do focus way more on action steps than any kind of comp plan or opportunity or money stuff. That's all in your back office, and you can look through that. And I would highly encourage you to watch what we call the Go Challenge video, the Go video. Yeah, something like that. Someone's going to get it to you. What's the video called? Go Fast, Go Challenge. Yes, that. You'll know. Your sponsor should send it to you. And if they don't, then get it. Okay. So you're going to start with that. Look at the rewards. Okay. And then what do you do that day? How do you attract people? I coach people when you first get started in the business. Maybe take a picture of yourself smiling and tell a story, guys. It's all about stories. Like, what was your pain point? What helped you in your 10-day experience? Okay? Like, what was it about ketones that you connected it with? And don't put your link up there. That's spammy. Just create peak interest, create curiosity. Oh my goodness. This red drink today, when I picked up my kid from school, gave me the energy I've wanted to just have that conversation and to be more patient. As a mother, this stuff is love. Like right there, how many moms can relate that 3 o'clock is a hard time of the day and they need it, okay? Then people start asking questions. What is it? What is it? What is it? Pull them. Don't be spammy like you're using a blowhorn in a neighborhood. Pull them into that messenger and do the play that works. There is a video in your Prove It Pulse that goes over the play that works. What I'm going to share with you real quick in getting started is going to be right here, the back office, because I want you to understand when you first come into the business, you're going to unload as many of those 5 and 10 days as possible. You're going to hold their hand through the experience. And then you are going to close their orders to your link. Your link is found here. You can set it up like I mentioned before. And I hope when you sign on for the business that you either, someone's drawing on my stuff. It's not me. That you either have I hope you've been working with your coach and you're ready, or you have had someone walk you through, or immediately within 24 hours have a coach making sure your referral code is set up, you know how to unload the experience pack, you know how to connect them, you know how to do the play that works. But right here you can see, here's the link, your campfire link. When we talked about that 4-minute video, that's going to be your referral code. So this is a new girl, Smarty Girl. www.experienceketo.com. That's what she shares the campfire video, and then she goes back and follows up with the asks for the 5 and 10 day. So when you first get started, before you have any customers put in an order, you want to make sure you hit what we call the go button. It'll be on your home screen, and the video explains that, and the Go Challenge video explains that. And I just wanted to show you in the back office, this is your gaming system, and you literally use these drop down bars. It's really important as coaches, we go through with our promoters and we look, okay, your expiration date is October 26th for GoPro. So by that time, you need to have 2 organic customers and X amount of volume. You got to get those bars to the green. And then in the first 30 days is the Go MVP. So if someone puts their hand up and says they want to play ball, you are literally teaching them the activity to win. Okay, the play that works, and then making sure they know they can connect you in 3-way chats to be a third-party resource. In that resource place, what I like to tell people is I use for a lot of resources the Facebook Prove It page. If I have somebody asking a question, I go to that Facebook Prove It page, and in the search bar, I type in the topic, and usually that topic comes up, and I share it through Messenger for a third-party resource. I also really like on our links, on the Prove It Now link that you will have, to send that /KetoU. So go play around with it. That has a lot of videos by Dr. Andy answering common questions, or the FAQs, okay? So those are some great third-party resources. And listen, if you're brand new, you're going for your GoPro Go MVP, your coach is holding your hand, and a lot of times they'll share those into the 3-way chats you're connecting them with, and then you can save that to your notes. So, you know, as far as that goes, then to go big, it's turning around and doing that same exact thing. If you have a ton of 10-day experiences out, you're sifting basically to find out where people fit in. Smart Ship customer, one-time order, customer who wants free product, and you're teaching them the same process of creating a curiosity post and sharing it. And you can I teach my Smart Ship customers who want to get to Smart Ships how to do the play that works. In your Prove It Pulse, there are 5 amazing calls that I would recommend if you're just getting started. And they are the basics. And get with your coach. And if you're just now downloading the Prove It Pulse, because you may have just come in, ask your coach what those 5 calls are on setting expectations and basic 101s. It's a rewards 101, a mixer 101, a social media 101. It's basic stuffs that are awesome to watch. And those are in your Prove It Pulse. So with that being said, guys, it's 8:58. I just want to take a minute to take a breath. Y'all can take a breath too. I'm red, and I may have said that very directly because I was in time, and this is truly a journey. And all I have to say is the process here is super, super simple. It's really the play that works, and you can do it anywhere you're at, okay? And then it's really about relationship building. And finding out, you know, if you want, have that conversation with your coach. You know, listen, I'm a nurse and I work 40 hours a week. And this is my Selena. Like, she had a good job, but she couldn't always be at family dinners. And she couldn't count on being able to tell her kids she could be at their sporting events that weekend. All right. She believed in the industry. She believed in the product. And she found a way with her big, we called it at the time, her fake job. Said, this week, just beginning, I can give it 5 hours a week. All right. It did well when she focused in on 5 hours. And then the next week, I'm going to give it 6. And it may be just, you know, you have to decide what your DMOs are going to be, what your daily methods of operations are going to be. I'll give you an example of mine in the last minute. I wake up and I have my quiet time. I make sure that I am filling myself up before I go deal with people. That's really important. So I do a little of my Bible study, and then after that, I go into some leadership, some kind of leadership literature to get that in my mind. Okay. And then that's when I'm having my coffee, my fat coffee. And I've been intentional since school started to get up extra early. All right. Because then I got to get my daughter off to school, and then I come back, and actually I do 5 outbounds after my leadership training. I do 5 outbounds. I get that muscle started. Okay. And then I take her to school. I come back and I try and fit in some one-on-one coaching with people. Typically what is my priority is when they're connecting, the people that are connecting me to people, usually it's a Zoom, or it's a planning call, or it's, my time, energy, and attention typically goes to people connecting me with potential prospects and helping launch businesses and teach the play that works in the 5 and 10 day experiences. So then there's so much to do, but when you're first getting started, the activity is very simple. It's the basics, and you've got to create something, and all you have to do is show up every day. All right. Something will fall when you show up consistently. This job, or I'd call it a hobby that we get to do, rewards consistency over skill. I promise you. I've been in this almost 2.5 years, and I've seen incredible things happen for the people who just were consistent every day. So one of the most important things that I'll leave you with is we have daily training Zoom calls at 11 Central Time. And if this is your job, or you were taking a new job, would you show up to your company meetings and learn how to do the job? Right? Like, that's what this is. So we have those, and I have to get on them every day, because I have to learn about the new techniques going on, about the new insights that are happening, about what this girl is doing, that maybe that's working, or maybe I'm watching this not working, and it makes me better in what I call the phase 1 activity. It inspires me, it motivates me, but then it also allows me to be a better coach. And the third thing is, it's also a filtering system for who I'm working with. Because in this business, you may have a lot of people that raise their hand and say, I want to play, I want to be a part of the team, I want to go. And you got to go for the people that want to go for themselves. And that's very important as we, continue in this journey together. So I hope that felt okay. My red lips on, and I am sure it was too red. But, we can get some other people doing one-on-ones that may feel better. But Willie, you are awesome. Thank you for joining us tonight. And if this recording comes out, make sure you also get a one-on-one. Thank you, Selena. All right, guys, I'm going to stop the recording, and I would love